Tonight, the explosive hurricane that could wreck parts of the Caribbean, with Hurricane Melissa now a monster Category 4 storm and still intensifying, taking direct aim at Jamaica, where they're bracing for 2 feet of rain and catastrophic flooding. The storm's newest track just into us, and where it could make a second landfall. A potentially pivotal moment in the trade war, with the U.S. and China closing in on a new deal as President Trump arrives in Asia for a key meeting with China's leader. Millions of Americans set to feel serious strain from the government shutdown this week. The benefits set to run out of money in just days, and the latest delays at airports coast to coast. Miracle rescue caught on camera. Heroes jumping in to save a baby trapped under an overturned car. The game-changing experience on the way for football fans.
It's like you're actually there, like you're at the game.
The new technology changing how you watch your favorite team. And there is good news tonight about the slumber party years in the making.
This is NBC Nightly News with Hallie Jackson.
Good evening. We are coming on the air tonight with the rare megastorm muscling its way through the Caribbean, with Hurricane Melissa expected to become a Category 5 in a matter of hours, already dangerous and turning deadly, with 4 people killed so far in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Whole neighborhoods underwater and cut off. Now it's heading directly for Jamaica. People boarding up windows, filling sandbags as that country braces for catastrophic destruction from what may be the strongest storm it has ever seen. We have team coverage tonight, starting with George Solis, who has made his way to Kingston.
Tonight, urgent preps underway in Jamaica as Hurricane Melissa barrels towards the island. The storm expected to bring catastrophic rain and flooding. Jamaican authorities today clearing beaches.
It's a very dangerous hurricane that is approaching us, and we want to make sure that every Jamaican is safe.
Travis Rowe plans to ride out the storm at home.
We really are just trying to prepare as best and weather the storm here.
In flood-prone communities, buses have already been staged for those that want to evacuate. Margaret Parks, a lupus patient, is leaving.
Even though I have my medication here, I'm still not taking any chance.
The weather threat shutting down the nation's airports.
I need help, SOS. We are in Jamaica.
Nicole Doyon, who's visiting from Miami, says she's stranded.
How concerned are you about the damage, the widespread damage, once it hits the island?
We're definitely concerned about the damage, having service, like losing contact with everybody that we can. So definitely getting out is going to be a concern for us once the hurricane passes.
Melissa leaving a path of destruction across the Caribbean, killing 3 in Haiti and 1 person in the Dominican Republic. At home in the U.S., severe weather unrelated to Melissa slamming parts of the Gulf Coast. Oh! This video capturing a tornado ripping through a Mississippi parking lot. Meanwhile, in Jamaica, residents beginning to hunker down.
Prayers up. A lot of prayers going up.
George is joining us now from along the Jamaican coastline. And George, no mandatory evacuations yet, but that could change very soon, right?
Yeah, that's right, Hallie. It could. And here's why. You can see this storm picking up in intensity. The country saying all of the emergency shelters are now open. None are full yet, but that could change in the coming hours. Hallie?
George Solis in Jamaica, thank you. Let's bring in NBC News meteorologist Bill Cairns. And Bill, this storm is getting more powerful as it crawls across the Caribbean.
Yeah, unfortunately for Jamaica, and it looks almost certain we're going to get the landfall on Jamaica now, too. The question is where, and that has changed a little bit in the last 24 hours. Now we're getting close to a Category 5. We're at a very powerful Category 4. The Hurricane Center thinks this will be a Category 5 tomorrow, and then it makes its approach towards Jamaica. Notice where Kingston is located, the capital here, a highly populated area. It looks like landfall is going to be more to the western end of the island, and that's where we'd expect the worst wind damage. But as we've been saying, there's a ton of rain with this storm. It doesn't matter where you are in Jamaica, 1 to 2 feet of rain, isolated totals up to 3 feet. And with the storm being a little more to the west, the highest winds will be over here near Black River. Look at Montego Bay, possibility of winds gusting up to 106 miles per hour. Kingston more towards 63. As far as other areas go, we'll watch Jamaica Tuesday night, then the Bahamas, and then maybe even Bermuda, Hallie, by the time we get through the middle of next week.
Plenty to watch. Bill Cairns, thank you. Also tonight, what seems to be a step back from the trade war cliff, with a possible breakthrough in talks between the U.S. and China, and President Trump in Asia tonight ahead of a meeting with China's leader. Gabe Gutierrez is traveling with the president.
landing in Malaysia in apparently good spirits. President Trump tonight hopeful he'll strike a new trade deal with China during his whirlwind trip this week to Asia.
The United States is having its golden age.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent fueling new optimism ahead of Trump's high-stakes meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping Thursday in South Korea.
I believe we've reached a very substantial framework.
You're not anticipating the 100% tariffs?
No, I'm not. And I'm also anticipating that we will get some kind of a deferral on the rare earth export controls that the Chinese had discussed.
The leaders now expected to avoid an escalating trade war and an extra 100% tariff on Chinese imports to the U.S. But the warming relationship with China comes amid much frostier dealings with Canada.
Canada stands ready to build on the progress that we had been making in our negotiations or discussions with our American counterparts.
The president doubling down on slapping an extra 10% tariff on Canadian imports after Ontario's provincial government began running this TV ad.
America's jobs and growth are at stake.
Featuring a 1987 radio address by President Reagan, edited to criticize Trump's trade policy. It ran again during last night's Game 2 of the World Series.
He's now going to use the tariffs to try to punish people overseas from speaking out against him.
The trade uncertainty hitting home for small business owners like Alfred Mai in San Francisco, who makes board games and has shipments coming in from China right now. Though he welcomes a potential trade deal, he says the back and forth is chaotic.
Because right now I have no idea what 2026 is going to look like, and I have no idea where and how much and we need to purchase.
Gabe is joining us now from Kuala Lumpur. And Gabe, sounds like the president may finalize a TikTok deal on this trip, too.
Yes, Hallie, the Treasury Secretary said today President Trump and Chinese President Xi are expected to formalize that deal to keep TikTok active in the U.S. on Thursday. Before that, the president goes to Japan in just a few hours, meeting that country's new prime minister. Hallie?
Gabe Gutierrez, thank you. Back here at home, the government shutdown hits a critical phase this week that could affect millions more Americans. Yamiche Alcindor reports.
Tonight, impacts of the government shutdown intensifying, with key benefits on the brink of running out for millions more Americans.
We expect to see a huge influx in people utilizing the pantry.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture says SNAP food assistance will stop starting November 1st for about 42 million people. That same day, open enrollment begins for the Affordable Care Act, and premiums are expected to reach record highs. Michaela Butler, a nurse, says she's concerned for her patients.
We're going to see a lot more people opting out of healthcare that they need and ending up in pretty bad situations.
Nearly 4 million people are projected to drop their coverage next year if lawmakers allow the ACA subsidies that help lower those premiums to expire. A sticking point for Democrats this shutdown.
But we need to assure Americans do not have their inflation, do not see their insurance premiums double overnight. And that's what's going to happen unless Republicans work with us to stop that.
Both sides blaming each other.
I would urge moderate Democratic senators to come across the aisle. We're starting to eat into muscle here.
Today's staffing shortage is triggering a brief ground stop at LAX and delays at Newark Airport, according to the FAA. The Transportation Secretary says roughly half of delays could be related to the shutdown.
This is exhausting.
The president of the Air Traffic Controllers Union issuing a warning about those workers, already understaffed and set to miss their first full paycheck Tuesday.
Every day that this shutdown continues, this system will be less safe because they're completely distracted from their duties and responsibilities of keeping the American flying public safe.
And it doesn't look like the shutdown will end this week. House Democrats will come back to D.C., but House Speaker Mike Johnson hasn't called back Republicans. And the Senate will be here, but so far their votes to reopen the government have all failed. Hallie?
Yamiche Alcindor at the White House, thank you. To the latest now in the Middle East and a new push to recover the bodies of hostages in Gaza. Molly Hunter is monitoring this for us. And Molly, President Trump said he's closely watching the next 48 hours.
Hallie, and 24 hours later, the clock is ticking. In the last 2 weeks, both sides have accused the other of breaching the terms of the ceasefire deal. The Israeli military conducted a strike in the central Gaza Strip this weekend. Now, Hamas has said the reason for the delay in returning the remains of the deceased hostages, including 2 American Israeli citizens, is that the destruction after 2 years of heavy Israeli bombardment has made it really hard to reach some of these remains. The International Red Cross now aiding the search, and today Egypt deployed a technical team to help too. As far as next steps, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said several countries have already offered to join the so-called International Stabilization Force expected to operate in Gaza. And tonight in Israel, celebrations as 3 former hostages were discharged from the hospital. Hallie?
Molly Hunter, thank you. Still ahead tonight, the dramatic miracle rescue caught on camera. Police and bystanders rushing in to save a baby from a flipped car. Next. Back now with a heart-stopping rescue caught on camera. Heroes jumping into action to save a baby trapped under an overturned car. Ryan Chandler has that dramatic video and a warning. Some of the images are intense.
Under here. We need to move the car. Get it. I think the baby's under
the daring rescue in Texas.
Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
A Fort Worth police officer's body cam captures the harrowing moments. Officers and bystanders rush in with lives on the line. A mother and her baby ejected on the side of the highway. The infant pinned under the car. The baby first, motionless. Officers working to find a breath.
Come on, come on, come on.
And then.
Cry. Yes. Yes.
Cry, please.
What was going through your mind the first time you saw that video?
I was emotional. Hearing those officers when the baby starts crying and the officers going, yeah, cry, please cry. I mean, you get that smile on your face.
She was under everyday heroism with the help of community.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah. We're so incredibly happy. She has a pulse. Full recovery after watching that video is expected. It's just nothing short of a miracle.
Ryan Chandler, NBC News, Fort Worth, Texas.
That expected full recovery, just incredible. We're back in a moment with what could be the game changers for football fans, taking you inside the new technology, transforming how you watch the game. We are back with an inside look at the new technology changing how fans watch football. Here's Steve Patterson.
Take a look at Andrew McCool. Make no mistake, there's nothing quite like watching an NFL game at the stadium. But man, this has to be the next best thing. Welcome to Cosm.
What is the Cosm, though? You come in and it's like you're actually there, like you're at the game.
Using some seriously advanced tech, Cosm CEO Jeb Terry says the goal isn't just to bring the game to fans, it's immersing them in the magic of being there.
So this is it. This is it. We're coming into the dome. Yep. This is the showstopper, right? And your face says it all. It's come on, because even this, right? It feels like I'm walking into my seat at the stadium.
CTO Devin Poolman says Cosm is leading the way in a larger trend: technology changing the way fans consume sports.
Working week in and week out, we did over 400 live sporting events in the last year.
While Cosm brings people to the sidelines,
Perez going to the air.
Mindfly puts them right on the field for the first time.
Canella in motion on 1st down and 10.
This year, the company brought its POV cams to the players of the United Football League, hoping their take on live sports will recapture fans.
As you see there's the virtual measurement.
This NFL season, we've already seen new technology take the field. Sony's Hawkeye Instant Replay, changing the game itself and viewers' experience, replacing the traditional chain gang, which physically measured first downs. Back at Cosm,
the best way to watch a sport ever. So I've been to every Eagles game.
Fans say they're eager to come back for more immersive tech.
Is this the future of how we should be watching professional sports? Look, there's nothing better than being at the game itself. There is an energy about a live sport and in that facility that we're not trying to replace and that we never will, right? But for other fans that can't be at this stadium, that can't go to the game, that want to come out and have a great experience, we don't think it's the future, we think it's the now.
A night in the stands, transporting fans in ways we never could have imagined. Steve Patterson, NBC News, Los Angeles.
When we come back, there is good news tonight about the slumber party for curious kids making a comeback. There is good news tonight about the sleepover where you never get tired of learning something new. Under the careful watch of a T-Rex, a grizzly bear, and this big blue whale, a slumber party, years in the making.
I've never been to this museum before, but I bet it's a lot of fun. I am very, 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 very excited.
All that excitement for a colossal comeback here at New York's American Museum of Natural History, with its cherished sleepover program for kids and their families officially back on after a 5-year pause.
I am excited as a monkey winning 20,000 bananas. Flashlights out.
The idea? To encourage these young explorers to grab a flashlight and get curious.
We got to see a lot of fossils, and they told us a lot of fun facts.
For the museum's Senior Director of Visitor Services, Aaron Anleu, bringing back the program felt like a no-brainer.
This is the best way to have an evening with your family and your children.
This night at the museum, inspired by the 2006 movie.
The dinosaur's alive.
Not just for the kids, but their parents, too.
It made me hyped up to go here.
It's, I guess, like Christmas morning when you're excited to see that first gift.
What's that?
A snake.
Trading screen time for an up-close look at the world's wonders.
I wanted to do this for a long time for myself and for him, and it's kind of magical.
A little laughter.
Bingo!
And you're a winner!
And a lot of joy.
The night at the museum.
A real-life blockbuster, keeping kids up all night.
And everything will be okay. I'll check.
That is Nightly News for this Sunday. Stick around for Sunday Night Football up next with the Packers at the Steelers. Tom will be back tomorrow. I'm Hallie Jackson. For all of us here at NBC, thanks for watching and have a great week.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.